Hello everyone. Thank you so much for that kind introduction, Deborah. Gosh, Ellen Malcolm, Sheris Posen, and Karen Finney, I don't know what to say. I'm so happy to be here with all of you and share this evening with so many fierce champions of women and families. It's especially humbling to be on the same stage as Ellen Malcolm, to whom so many women owe a tremendous debt of gratitude. Congress would look very different without your work and without Emily's list, so thank you so much. It's wonderful to share this evening with a fellow freshman colleague, Lauren Underwood, a registered nurse and a member of Congress. Yes. As well as fierce equal pay champion Rosa DeLauro. Just a few weeks ago, I voted with her for the Paycheck Fairness Act, a vote that was the culmination of years of Rosa's hard work. She's a tireless champion for women and families, and I am learning so much from her in the House, and I'm so grateful for that. You know, growing up, I didn't see anyone who looked like me in national politics. Even a few years ago, when I was making phone calls and knocking on doors in New Mexico, I couldn't have imagined that I would be standing here today with some of this country's greatest women leaders. I'm here as one of the first Native American women ever elected to Congress in American history. And I am not here because I have a family who is connected politically or because I could self-fund my campaign. Right. When I started my campaign, I didn't even have a savings account. How about that? I'm here tonight, a 35th generation New Mexican and a proud member of the Pueblo of Laguna, because centuries ago my ancestors worked hard, fought drought and famine, reclaimed their land, and had the intelligence and foresight to protect our culture and traditions against all odds. My work is possible because of their determination. I realize that for many of us, success depends not only on our own strength, but on the strength of other individuals and on amazing organizations like the National Partnership for Women and Families. Helping more women to stand strong for women's health, reproductive rights, and economic justice are ways we can make positive change and help women like me to find and achieve success. My experiences in life as a single mom, living paycheck to paycheck, at times relying on food stamps, and piecing together health care for my daughter and I, make me a better representative for the people of New Mexico's 1st Congressional District. Not because there's anything about my life that's extraordinary, but because I know what it's like to struggle. Up until I was elected, my life looked a lot like the life of millions of women across America. Women who work hard every day to provide and support their families and communities. So when I am voting to fund programs that support families and children, it's not an abstract exercise for me. I know how important having that support is for so many families across America, and not from policy briefings, but from experiences that I have had in my own life. The 2018 election was rightly described as an historic step forward, some even declaring it the year of the woman. But we must not lose sight of the fact that this was just a small increase in the proportion of women in Congress, and men still make up more than 3/4 of Congress. So this might have been the year of the woman, but there is so much more to do, and we cannot let progress towards gender equality be a one-year-only event. My first job when I was in high school was at Zinn's Bakery, a local bakery in Albuquerque, and I walked there every day after school. I started at $1.95 an hour. Mr. Zen helped me to hone my work ethic, and when I graduated, I was promoted to cake decorator. I spent 10 years decorating cakes, but no one ever suggested I go to college. Education seemed too far away, and it shouldn't be. One day I looked in the mirror and asked myself if I wanted to decorate cakes for the rest of my life. 6 years later, I was 9 months pregnant and graduating from the University of New Mexico. My daughter was born 4 days after I graduated, and I returned to work 3 days after that. So I know what it's like for so many single moms out there. We need to raise the minimum wage because hard-working families like mine deserve to find success. We know that the minimum wage is simply not enough to support a family. A minimum wage worker cannot afford a 2-bedroom home in any county in this country. I am proud that my state of New Mexico has recently passed an increase in the minimum wage statewide that will eventually increase to $12 an hour, but Congress needs to affirm the right of all families to live in dignity and bring up their children without having to decide whether to pay for rent or food. We also need to make it easier for parents to go to work, safe in the knowledge that their child is in a healthy and nourishing environment. When I was raising my daughter Soma, I had the same concerns that all parents living on a limited income have. Is she growing? Is she keeping up with her peers? Is she learning? It was hard to find a preschool that would accommodate my low income, but like many parents, I was creative. I found a preschool that would allow me to clean the school and pay at my own pace in exchange for Soma being able to attend. I struggled to ensure Soma had the early learning she needed, and today she's a UNM graduate just like me, with the world at her feet. But that should not be the reality for our parents and our kids. That's why secure universal child care that is both affordable and high quality is a key priority for me. Universal child care that is free for those families who need it and affordable for all has the power to transform the lives of millions of families across this country. I know how much of a difference free child care would have made to my life when Soma was small, and I am so grateful that I am now in a position to be working on legislation toward the goal of universal child care in the United States Congress. Days like today leave me feeling immensely grateful for all of the people who have come before me and the activists and organizations like the National Partnership and its president, Deborah Ness, who do the hard work and make changes that help American families. Thank you for welcoming me to join you this evening and for the incredible honor of being recognized. I want you all to keep up the good work because there is a lot of work to do between now and 2020. Thank you all so much. Thank you.